Hey besties, it's Rosie. Besties, I'm getting such a beautiful message for you, okay? I'm getting that Spirit is sending you a protector, all right? This person is coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. And what I'm getting from this energy is that this person, doesn't matter their gender, but their feminine energy will be extremely nurturing, okay? They're going to have kind of this like earth-based feminine energy. And again, both masculines and feminine have feminine energy. So the way that this person nurtures you and protects you is going to be something pretty special, okay? I'm getting that immediately there will be a very strong understanding between you, okay? This could be even somebody that you have the same moon sign with, or maybe the same rising sign or something like that. Like there is going to be something about this person that they just innately get you, okay? They might just be really good at reading people. Whatever it is about this person is, though, they are extremely good at making you feel seen and understood and valued. Bestie, I'm getting almost like, okay, I drew the Cottage in the Woods card. And what I'm getting from this is that this person is going to feel like a safe haven for you. And the reason that this person is kind of meeting you here at this leg of your journey is that there's something about this energy. It's almost like you're wandering through the wilderness or something and you come across like this witch or something in the woods, and she takes you in and she feeds you and she shelters you, you know, and she makes sure maybe your foot is hurt or something like that, and she kind of takes you in and makes sure that you know, get back to health. And from this place, it's important for you to this get back to health energy. And again, you might be completely fine. It could just be maybe your heart that's hurting, you know, and this person is going to give you this energy that maybe you have been desperately in need of. The reason that this person is doing this, or the reason this is on the timeline right now, is because you are coming upon a pretty important choice point in the timeline, okay? And this nurturing energy from this person is going to make that choice a lot more clear, okay? If you were coming to this choice point with like this heavy burden that you've been carrying, you know, if you didn't have this person kind of in your corner, this next choice might be a little bit harder to make, bestie. And I'm getting why that is you might make it from a place of scarcity because you're thinking that you have to do it all on your own, okay? The choice that I'm getting is the Giants in reverse and the Goddess. So, bestie, I'm almost getting this idea of like, you're kind of being given this this choice between settling where you are. You know, you've come to this very important checkpoint in the journey, and you could kind of settle here. I'm almost seeing this like hammock energy, like a depression, but not in the mental sense. Almost like there's this safe, like a hobbit hole in the ground or something, and you could kind of burrow under there and you could be safe and you could stay right where you are. Or the other option is becoming much greater. So I want to show you these cards. Okay, this is the Giants card, but it came out in the reverse. Again, so it's kind of like, you know, whatever you're building could be more below the surface, okay? And the Goddess card is upright. And I want you to look at these tiny little people down here, okay? This would be your court is what I'm hearing. And then this would be you. So bestie, there's this choice point between, you know, do you want to kind of settle where you are on the earth plane and whatever growing you're doing from here is more like roots? Or do you want to grow upwards into this very large, I'm hearing, figure? So bestie, I don't know what the choice point on the board here is for you. Maybe this is something that, okay, I've got the pomegranate in the forest. So bestie, the cave and the bridge. Again, this energy of, do you want to keep going? Do you want to keep growing? Do you want to become huge in comparison to everyone around you? Do you want to be this pillar? And again, this goddess has something outstretched in her hand. Okay, this is like the pomegranate energy. Do you want to be this version of you that offers this wisdom to the masses? Or do you want to be this version of you that kind of hunkers down and creates this safe, you know, little cave for yourself? And bestie, that's the choice point, okay? I can see why this is so important then, because if you didn't have this person making you feel safe, one, you might not understand what safety meant, and so you might choose the other option, not realizing the benefits of kind of this hunkering down energy. Or you might not feel strong enough to choose the higher path, this goddess timeline, you know, where you are truly growing into like an even bigger version of yourself, because you might feel lonely or just like you're tired of always being set apart is the message that I'm getting. Spirit, what else? Okay. Yeah, bestie, this is a big choice point, and I think this might be in career even, okay? I'm also hearing that for some of you, this could be the choice to like pursue a career or maybe start a family, okay? This Giants energy would be kind of like starting the family, and the Goddess energy would be kind of like advancing in your career. hypocrisy, the creator. Oh, bestie. Okay. Bestie, this is a specific message. This won't be for everyone, but take it how it resonates and apply it to your circumstances. I'm getting that if you are someone who is visible, this goddess energy is someone who has an audience, people are looking up to her. This could be just in your community. You could be an important person in your community. This could be online. You could be some kind of content creator, because I do have the creator card here. So bestie, I'm getting that one thing that might worry you about that path is I'm getting the hypocrisy and the intensity card. So there are a lot of naysayers. The more eyes you have on you, the more people can project their crap onto you. And anyone who is like online or has social media or anything like that knows that like strangers don't need a reason to project their wounds, project their demons onto you. Just you existing will irritate them, okay? Just you shining your light is enough reason for them to be like, you're doing something wrong. And you're not, bestie. You're just being yourself. And clearly those people have like wounds within themselves that they need to work on, that they see you and they immediately, try to control you instead of tending to whatever inside of them is crying out. And bestie, I'm getting that that's something that has you a little bit up in your head about this next step, attachment. Bestie, I'm also getting the idea that you might think that choosing the goddess path will require you to kind of surrender all your attachments, whatever it is you have. Maybe you feel like you can't take anyone with you. Maybe you feel like you're surrendering to this idea of always being like the biggest person in the room, the person that, she doesn't really have any equals, okay? I want to show you this card again. Like everybody around her is much, much smaller, okay? Really the only thing that seems to be her equal is this energy of like spirit behind her. Even this mountain doesn't compare to her. So again, maybe there's this part of you feeling like you're going to feel too lonely if you take a path like that. But bestie, I'm getting the Be Reborn card. Okay. Bestie, I've got patience, success, and share. So the message that I'm getting on this, well, I've got silence on the bottom of the deck and inside. So bestie, actually I got both inside cards right beside each other. So bestie, you're definitely being called to take some time to go within, okay? To sit in total silence and let the voice of your spirit come through, okay? It cannot come through when you're distracting yourself. Even when you're playing music, it's hard for all the true voices of spirit to come through. Like you need to sit in total silence, cancel out all distractions, and let these messages come through, because spirit is trying to get through to you. And one of the things I think that they're trying to tell you is that no matter what path you choose, you're not going to be alone on it, okay? How that looks might be a little bit different, but you're not necessarily choosing like, I'm hearing like partnership or solitude. Like those are not the choices on the table. The choice on the table is what direction do you want to grow? Do you want roots, or I'm hearing, do you want antlers? Like what part of you do you want to grow bigger? And there's no wrong or right solution here, but again, spirit does not want you to make this decision from a place of scarcity or fear, okay? They want you to make this decision from a place of knowing what your spirit is asking from you, and you're not going to know that unless you sit in silence and let the voice of your spirit come through. Spirit, what else? Integration, mind. Bestie, I'm getting the energy that you might not think that you have what it takes, okay? And I'm almost getting like in both directions. There might be parts of you, like fears of yours that are coming up to be purged. Maybe if there's like this family energy, you might be worried about that. Maybe you have some concerns about starting a family. I'm also getting the miser card. So maybe there's like a financial concern here. Maybe you feel, I'm hearing the phrase, I don't know if I have what it takes. And bestie, again, these are just energies of like griefs. This is energy of like things that you have tried to do before not working out. And bestie, those things simply weren't meant to work out, okay? Some things seem like exactly the right thing until the very end, and then it all just falls apart. But that doesn't mean that you made a bad decision, okay? It just meant that that was a thing that was not meant to go the distance. It was perfect for you in that moment, but it wasn't meant to be forever. And bestie, I'm hearing that you have like some issues in your system, some unprocessed grief in your system that is trying to be integrated. I'm also hearing that it's in your mind, okay? There could be like a lot of anxiety that you're experiencing right now. If you're feeling like brain fog or just general restlessness or uneasiness, these are these pieces of you that have been they have been buried deep inside, okay? They've been really just festering there, and you didn't even know what they were. And that's why it might be hard to name them, because they've just been down there so long. There's almost this like energy of like, how a pearl, when it's forming, it's just like layers and layers and layers and layers. Like whatever is inside of you, there's so many layers of like sheen on top of it that you aren't even really sure what you're looking at. Bestie, I'm going to go to a part 2.